Today we're going to continue working on the outdoor living area. I almost have the kitchen done. Still need to buy baskets and stuff, but also I want to install the sink there, so hopefully I can get to that today. But the main thing that I want to do is work on moving the laundry room. Moo-moo, you want to help? No, because you're all comfy. So she's been laying here, but I had to put this green grass mat down because we had just dug in this area and it was really dusty and dirty, and she just was a mess. So I put this down, and now she has a comfortable spot to lay because it's about 5 to 10 degrees cooler here because it never gets sun. There's the outdoor sink I want to install, and I think I'm going to put the washing machine here, and I want to put a shelving unit here. Right now I'm going to leave the laundry line where it is because I haven't prepped for that. I've been looking online at some magnetic or retractable lines that I can install in here. They just mount to the wall, and then there's a line that comes out and hooks to the other side. I might do that in the back area there because when it rains, not that that happens often, but sometimes it does, I can't hang the clothes outside, so I really have nowhere to put them. And this would be on the back side, on the inside, so I could wash clothes if it's raining outside, which would make it much nicer. All I have to do is open those doors. The line would be in here, and they would still dry. They wouldn't have sun on them. It's usually dry and arid here, so I don't think it'll have a problem. I'm eventually going to replace this washer, but first things first, I need to go ahead and get this in place. Oh, there's my friend Rady. Must be coming over to visit, but I came over to grab the hand cart. That way I can move the washer easier. Hello. Okay, let me go ahead and get this disconnected and pulled out so I can move it. Tires are kind of flat on the dolly, so Jeff's gonna fill those up real quickly. As soon as we got the washing machine on, the tires went whoop all the way flat. Now I know why Kellogg keeps on coming in here every morning. I moved the washer and there was a lizard living under here. It's funny. I do want to take this platform out as well when I turn this or convert this into a potting / garden shed, because I feel like it's a good place for rodents to burrow under and make nests. So I don't want that anymore. Probably going to continue the flooring in here with the cement all the way over, or either just leave it dirt and put gravel on top of it. I think that'll probably work better. I do have a new drain hose for the washing machine. The other one started to get brittle and crack, so it leaks. Definitely want to replace this. I guess while I'm waiting on him to fill that up, I can go ahead and move the detergent, bleach, which we rarely use, only for cleaning. If I'm going to bleach anything, I take it to the laundromat, and then there's other things like the basket. But if I spot anything, I'll move it over there as well. This stuff is awesome. It's biocompatible, no salts in it, by Oasis. That's what we use. I'm going to set these here for now. Don't want to put more junk in there until we get the washing machine and shelving unit in. Oh, that was quick. Can we turn it a little bit too? There. So I can come straight out. Just lift it back. Oh, there you go. Okay. All right. Easy peasy. Since the unit is turned around and the back is accessible, I think we should go ahead and change out that hose. So we left the covers off. There's one that goes on the bottom and the one that goes on the top. We just want to make sure everything works before putting things back together. Right now we're just going to leave it uncovered. We had to do something a little different. This piece needed support, so we had to put a piece of wood back there and screw this in so this would stop moving around because it caused flex, which caused a leak. Now we've got everything tightened up, secured, no more leaks. And we're testing the pressure now. Now I've got to go ahead and hook the drain hose up, so I have to drill a hole and then put the waste barrel out here. I'll need this again. Well, it looks like we're gonna be getting some rain. It's getting dark. It's supposed to rain around 5, which will be awesome because it'll cool things down. The cart will not fit through this. Luckily, it's empty. Perfect. I love this dolly. Makes things so much easier. I was thinking if there was enough room next to it, we wouldn't even have to drill through. I could just put it right here. All right, well, I think this is gonna work. The bucket fits underneath, at least it'll be sheltered. So the hose wasn't long enough, so I hooked the old hose with that connector and some of these tightening clamps. Now it'll fit down in there better, hopefully. There we go. Perfect. Yep. I would have had to extend the hose anyways if it went outside because it wasn't long enough, but it did have that, as you saw, adapter. This was the old inlet, but I'm going to keep it for an overflow just in case. Better safe than sorry. This is lower than the inlet now. The power station's here, and I double checked, no leaks. So it's ready to go. Wash a load of clothes. I have some dishes in the dishwasher, so I'm going to wait on that. Not to mention, it's going to rain, and the only clothesline is the one that's outside until I get the new one ordered and in. I'm definitely glad it's going to rain. We need it. Okay, I'm going to put my first load in. Oh, this is so convenient being right by my rig. So much better. Don't have to walk all the way across the courtyard. Okay, that's the first load. We'll do a quick wash, which is 30 minutes and uses the least amount of water. And just hit start. Oh, I almost forgot to turn on the water. There we go. The dishwasher is still going, but it's halfway done. Takes about 2 hours as it really gets the dishes clean. And it only uses 2.5 gallons, so all I need is a 5-gallon bucket for that. First, it does an initial drain, and now it's filling up with water. 29 minutes left. I just want to make sure everything doesn't leak in the drain and this is able to get up into the drain. The unit does have a built-in pump, or I'd be worried. No leaks, so that's a good sign. Yeah, it used to leak bad when it was hooked up on this side because the old hose had cracks in it. So this should be better. Awesome. Yeah, I hear it really well now. So I know why we were probably having problems with this. Usually when it got to around 3 minutes, it would just stop. But now that it's hooked to a 3,000 watt inverter, where before it was a 1,000, this thing was spinning faster than I've ever seen it spinning. It had no problem. It was just, I was like, whoa, that's spinning fast. But anyways, I think that's what was the problem. Good to know. So that means it was using over 1,000 watts to spin, and I wasn't aware of that. I'm going to clear all this out, the bug zapper and everything. But this is where I want the sink to go. And if it didn't have the faucet, I could just flip it upside down and then trace a line and then inset about, I'd say, 1/4 of an inch. It's where the little tabs are. But they are on, so I'd have to take those off. Ugh. Moo-moo is a lazy butt. Well, here's the finished product and everything is working properly. And back here there are no leaks, which is awesome. I just have to clean up my tools and I still need to do some shopping for the cabinet. I just have to buy some baskets and knickknacks for the shelves. This is one thing that I haven't talked about. This is the only RV fill, and before it was just one faucet, so they would have to unscrew mine and then fill their rig up. But now Jimmy and Jeff can fill their rig up because I put a splitter here at the end. Nighttime has fallen and all the solar lights are on. I kept the pump on, and now that it's nighttime, I went and checked all the fittings and nothing is leaking. So I'm really glad about that. I just tested it a second ago. That's why this is still dripping. I need to dump that bucket. But this is just regular faucet fittings. The only thing I had to get different, which I showed in the video, is this back piece here, which connects these two to a hose. I do have a valve installed here, so I can cut it off and on at this point. But there's also another cut off in the back. I'll put this back here. I am so excited to have this faucet here. But usually it pulses the first second or two and then it goes to a steady stream. There it goes. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm so glad that this is in there. This is going to make a world of difference, especially when I'm out here cooking. I don't have to run in my rig to wash something off or wash my hands. So this is awesome. And I did decide to change the placement over here. I had started to put it over here, but noticed it was kind of congested and hard to get to the sink. So this will just be a little work area, or I can put a dish rack over here, whatever. But this was a better placement for the sink, and I'm gonna like this much better. Yes, running water, amazing. And it just goes into the bucket, which I can drain onto a tree. Anyways, this seemed like a long process. I'm just glad to have the sink in there and the laundry room moved. Thank you for hanging out with me during this process. Like I had mentioned earlier, I still want to go and get some stuff to put into the cabinet, like baskets and little knickknacks. And I just want to go shopping for the outdoor area, period. We're going to go into Flagstaff tomorrow. There's 3 good thrift stores, so I'm excited for that. Hopefully we find some neat stuff and inexpensive stuff, but I'll share that in the next video. Alright, well, I am going to go to bed because I'm exhausted, and we'll see you next time. If you want to check out more videos, they'll be over here. If you want to subscribe, you can do so there, or check out Patreon. Bye for now. Mwah. Good night.